If Lee could go back in time, what would he do differently? Not be a bodybuilder?
Exactly. As far as bodybuilding, probably nothing, because I did everything the way I wanted to do it, and it's who I am, and wherever the politics aside or not, I would have just spoke my mind the same no matter what, in any aspect of life. If I had a normal job, I'd probably be fired. I'd probably have many jobs if I had normal jobs, because I'd probably just tell the boss where to go and that. But if I could go back in time, I probably would have reversed the role and did more racing from a young age and got into the racing side, and maybe did that, maybe get in, if I started young, hopefully got into Formula 1 or whatever, any type of racing, and then maybe just did the training side to be fit for racing. So I just would have been a well-built car driver. So I enjoyed that a lot too, so that would have been fun.
It's just so hard in Australia, isn't it? It's
exactly.
not like...
Yeah, like I said, Australia is good for opportunities, but for sports people in any sport, it's just so hard that, you know, not many people get behind them, not many companies support them, and they find it so hard to get sponsorships, and then that's what you see, so many sports people leave the country to go overseas to make it, and then sadly when they make it, they come home for something like, oh, here's Australia's own, Aussie this and that, but yet no one wanted to help the guy when he was here. So that's the sad thing, that Australia people have to go overseas to make it somewhere, and then even here, that's just not the money there is, as there is like in European countries or in America and stuff. So that's why you see some of these cricketers going overseas to India and stuff, getting these big contracts, or footballers going over to England and stuff. So sad, but you know, Australia rather spends their money on alcohol and stuff like that rather than whatever. And then here you got the tall poppy syndrome. Anyone that does anything good, everyone else likes to tear them down and sit there and talk shit about them. So that's another sad thing about Australian sports. Rather than get behind and support people, we just tear them down and bitch about them.
And with the bodybuilding, was there ever a time or an incident where you wish you had you look back now and you wish you had bit your tongue and maybe just... No,
not really. Never really. Because like I said, it wouldn't be me if I did that, because then I'd be regretting that I never said what I wanted to say back then. So I never really regret. Sometimes people think I shoot my mouth off without thinking, but generally I always think about it. I just think fast.
Yeah.
If someone's talking to me and I'm thinking, oh, they're a fuckwit, they're a fuckwit, then when they feel like, oh, you're a fuckwit. So it's just like it comes out of my mouth without thinking about it. So,
yeah, you don't have that filter.
No.
And also, I think with the politics side of thing, I found it really good doing that video where you said about when you got screwed at the amateurs, and like this thing with the IFB's been going on for...
Yes, since 1989. Before I was even pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah. It wasn't like it was just overnight type thing, so, no. From day one, pretty much. And like I said, that's the way it is, but like I said, even with the placings I got, people say, aren't you upset? But no, because for being who I am, being able to be my own person, being able to speak my mind, I was always happy with my placings. Yeah, you'd always hear you should have placed higher, this and that, which would have been good as far as money goes, but even then, some of the money shows to win wasn't that great anyway. Most of your money come from endorsements or doing seminars and stuff, and being who I am, had a large fan base, so I made good money just doing endorsements and seminars and stuff, more than a lot of the guys that were kissing ass winning shows, so I'm quite happy.
Yeah, and even regardless of the placings, you've been posting some of the, or your fans post, you know, some of the old photos of you, and
oh, yes.
you know,
I think back how long ago it was, I'm like, oh Jesus.
Yeah, but I just think it's it's great that you know, you've got that to remember, and you got nothing to prove, and yeah, it must be.
Oh, fuck, what am I on my deathbed? No, you got nothing to prove anymore, Lee. It's good to remember. You're okay to go now. Just pass away in peace.
Yeah.
Thanks, fucking Sam.
No, well, mate, I've been reading up on the Deadpool.
I'm going to do a last video like David Bowie and leave it to my fans.
No, I just think you know,
it's like that's where people should be very careful. If I found out I had a terminal illness like that, I'd have a big hit list this fucking long and start ticking people off. But well, if I can die anyway, I might as well go fucking kill them all. And my luck, once I've killed them all, we made a mistake on your test, you're not actually dying. So, there you go.